as we see the 5 sets of armor on the EnVyUs side, and then over on the NaVi train we have a HE, which is going to go out early, which means the squeaky door has been blown open. A top hit comes in, RPK finding 2 quick frags. Edward's going to steady the ship.
So now just going to be down to Flamey, 1 versus 3. CT's coming in with all of the kills so far, other than those 2 on Happy at RPK. So can Flamey clutch this? Oh, not when you're caught mid-reload. 3 bullets left over. We'll reload a second time, but now they're already getting this close, right? EnVyUs forcing this gunfight, charging him down, and taking themselves with a pistol. They're trying to get close. Ooh, it's already started. Simple finds Scream. Now Edward looks to expedite the process, wanted the gun. And instead he's gone. Happy responds and does get then on top of the hut. So now what does Simple do? He tried to create an opening. Flamey's gonna find one of his own. CZ up close, that's perfectly fine. So goes upwards and...
Thank you very much, I guess.
Yeah, that's a
Merry
payday.
Christmas.
XMS is just in no man's land with that CZ in hand. Ooh, another. Right through the brain of Flamey. Now it's on Simple. He gets himself the second frag of the round. Happy gets himself closer to the bomb site, and he's gonna have to now clutch 1 versus 2. A player above, a player beside. He walks away. And Sixer comes in with that op. Molotov will definitely block him off, and if they don't walk past this angle, then he's not gonna find any kind of an opening unless Edward switches guns. Flamey's there to trade. Flamey continues on with another kill, but that's now the 1v3 by Electronic. Tasked and unfolding already as he's found 1 kill, spots the second, but it is Happy through vents to find it. They're guessing as to how many players have actually crossed when in fact it's 3. 4th man lingers out yard, and here comes Electronic. There goes the bomb, already through decon, closer to the site where they find another player just standing in the open. He's gonna be pinned in as the man wraps around from control, so XMS needs to bail himself out. They touch face to face as Flamey creates a little bit more space into the 5 versus 3. Simple with another one, and this is just falling apart at the seams. Only 6 are left over. And while he dispatches of Electronic, it's the push through smoke that could catch him. No, he stops that one too. 12 HP is just not enough as Zeus wraps round, and NaVi. Sixer's actually gonna go for the flank. He finds the backside of Edward, but here comes Flamey to trade it back. XMS with one of his own, and Scream in the meantime's found another. It's a 3 versus 1 now. As Flamey, all alone in lobby, doesn't have the bomb, doesn't have teammates, and doesn't have much time. Nor does he have a head. XMS, they're gonna have to stampede their way forward, and there is, of course, XMS just tucked away to the right side. He goes for the peek, and that costs him. Edward stops him. Scream at a distance, finding 1. Sixer and Happy chiming in, and that's 3. It is Simple and Electronic, the could-be stars of this roster, to figure out a way back in. Electronic spots Happy, pops him right away. Now Simple's gonna have to get the bomb onto the site. He jumps downwards, and Electronic's gonna try to cover best he can. Planted safely by Decon Door, and Electronic gets this done. They have managed to get themselves into the 2v1 now. Sixers from above, creeping his way past. He spots the man just beneath him, takes it, and now with an AWP and a P250 needs to find the last, but it's a wraparound from Electronic. So smart. On the opposite side of the bomb site as to where he was last seen. Ring around the rosy, and Sixer at a loss for words, has no clue what to do, so he just walks away from this. AWP into the next one, NaVi back. Just waiting for exactly that. Electronic just gets flicked on. Sixer with a hell of a shot, and a second frag into the round. That's gonna force the hands of NaVi towards ramp, where XMS lies in wait. Instant dink in a second. He gets the kill, in fact, and Sixer finds his 3rd. Simple, with the only 2 kills for NaVi in this round, now tasked with a clutch 1v3.
You can see here as the lovely observers bring up the scoreboard for everyone at home. Not a lot of money for NaVi as he almost finds a frag there.
Is this out of the realm of possibility? Fast play around from Mini. Edward with the CZ finds Scream. Man above is RPK, but he too now down. Gun could have trickled into the hands of the T side as they nearly find their after plant. 2 versus 2, then just mowed away. 4 consecutive frags between XMS and Sixer. Screams inside the vent, so he hears all of this movement. Zeus down already. It was just that single-pronged assault, but there's Scream also killed. Simply an Electronic finding some footing here. Happy. Oh, he tries to spam the smoke, which he could have done from above. But instead, he falls into the lying hands of Electronic, who's got himself not only the single M4, because there's two, Simple with another. And there's only 2 CTs left to deal with. Make that one. NaVi have done it. We'll have a distraction coming in from Secret shortly if the Molotov hadn't blocked it off, but he now sees the players just through the grating. Finds the one on top of Redbox, but then Electronic bangs him back. Happy comes peeking outwards, and the CZ at that distance not gonna get much done. Scream on the Deagle, finding the first kill, damaging the second. He's now upgraded to the M4 though, so this round's still winnable from him. It's gonna take a couple of rounds. He flicks down. Zeus cannot finish his frag. And with the bomb plant in, it is Edward versus Scream. Frag grenade sailing into the distance, but in fact, it's the man up close. Edward just gonna keep his M4 out. Scream trying to find the angle, peppering shots, nearly finds it, but Edward crouches beneath. The peaks, the prize, the attempts, like that. Sixer finding Edward. Now, Simple's gotta be cautious. You can see him frantically checking all these positions, very wary that CTs could just emerge from any position, and Happy with a drive-by. Takes it into the 3 versus 3. There's no way they win this, right?
Wait, the question mark, it's always there, and anything's possible in Counter-Strike, as we do have a flank coming in from XMS. They know something's up, though. Just posturing, waiting for the CTs to make a mistake. Zeus is looking that direction, but XMS is going to get a shot off. Pedal backwards.
Zeus has to be careful. He's got XMS pinned into the corner, will finish the frag, but in the meantime, Scream finds Electronic. 1 by 1, they fall. They have 20 seconds left. The bomb's in the open. There's a CT standing behind the vent, so Scream could easily section this off. He's going to hear the footing as well, so he's ready. And he's ready and capable. Happy. 1 CT down vent. Sixer still wrapping around. Could very easily be caught by Flamey. There we have it. Now all of a sudden, NaVi, if they wanted to, they could actually burst it back to A, but they will commit an RPK. He stops 2. Simple maintains a man advantage. XMS tries to get into the gunfight. Happy's on the flank, then denied. So XMS to clutch this out. He's actually crept his way above. He sees Simple. Simple doesn't see him. Takes the first one, takes the second, and it is just Edward. As he upgrades to the AK, a single shot to the face could drop either of these players. It's gonna be the duel towards Decon. He continues in behind him. Edward completely caught off guard. And XMS with a 3K clutch, a 10-second defuse, and an 8th round for Envy. Reminiscent of the opening that XMS found just in that most previous round. Scream's gonna get spotted.
Every time.
Effectively allowing for Edward to find one. Flamey then takes the next. XMS from vent now down. And it's only RPK with a single kill. Again, NaVi have somehow found footing in a round they had no business winning, but can they close this out? It is just Sixer. He's got full health to work with, 3 Ts to find, and a couple more grenades to throw before he gets this rolling. Peek comes in, he's spotted. Tagged up slightly.
Nades waffled off as well, so any hope he had is quickly dwindling.
Hits the first shot though. P250 into the sight, he lands on his head! And Edward. It's during this time that Edward actually starts working his way past the red box. In fact, NaVi, they just go charging downwards, and especially off of Simple's kill, that confirms the presence. We're gonna see EnVyUs trying to scramble their way in. But how do you stop this with just 2 Deagles and a CZ? No grenades, nothing. First player distracted and down. Happy with a second frag, but Electronic quells the threat. Or at least the first one, because Scream still stands towards the bottom of ramp. He's got a teammate by his side. Oh! Scream making them wary. The pistols could pan out yet again. There's a player just beneath him. That's Electronic. He could easily spray them both. He finds the first one. Nearly traded back by RPK, who does get the kill and an AK. But Zeus now on 43 HP with a player who doesn't have a kit. He's scrambling, and he's nearly successful, but it's not enough. It's NaVi with another round and a half that is as close as could be. Never.
Just like us with our lives here, but Squeaky Door's going to get naded open. Smoke will rain out.
Ooh, spotted on the cross. Sixer actually commits to the corner. Couldn't find his entry. Oh, but he gets his headshot.
The misplay turns into an opening frag for Sixer there, and ramp control will be taken as the rotation did come in to deal with his vent drop.
Electronic hears the player making a lot of noise just beneath him. Oh, and Flamey finds RPK on ramp. That's the bomb carrier as well. So information and opportunities offered up. Flamey's gonna linger on, trying to find another one. He will. They continue to trickle forward, and it's there that XMS drops it back. Now the man's spotted in vent. He's suppressed by the Glock, but it is simple. A tough one to stop. He's gonna try to reposition as EnVyUs do the exact same thing, coming back from vent, coming back up ramp. Just clashes all across the map here. One after another, constant trade fragging. You get the option to play in decontamination if necessary, but Simple's in there. Simple's just gonna charge forward for the gunfight, and XMS stops him. Maybe a little ahead of the curve there. Zeus was not in a position to help out whatsoever, and now XMS is gonna wrap around. He could finish it, he does! Another clutch from XMS. Ooh. Edward's in a spot to maybe catch them off guard. He actually gets between the smokes, so yes, XMS down immediately so. And the man advantage for the defense now as he reels his way back into the safety. Flamey on the ramp. He's committed to the cubby. They could walk right past this. They're stampeding forward, making a lot of noise. He drops the bomb, spots Sixer, and now it's only Happy's position unknown. Flamey calling for reinforcements, and sure enough, Simple is nearby. Oh, and he gets it. Close call. Happy explodes from the vents, revealing himself, but not really in a position to do much more. 1v4 fires off at a distance as he has only 8 HP, and he's boxed in at this point. He's done for. His time limited, his fate sealed.
I'm surprised he's not just going for kills here. He's got 5k in the bank if he dies after the time.
Oh.
Jeez, that was a tight one. Gap in the smoke, that's not what we want.
Ooh. Simple's gonna exploit it with a 2k. Corpses lie in the open. Oh, and a third. Come on, Simple, what have you got? He answers the call to action. XMS comes creeping up from the vent, but he's sent packing straight downward.
Maybe they're a bit bankrupt. A lot of money going on as XMS straight out the squeaky door. Simple again, gonna find a kill. Scream with the Deagle exchanging onto Zeus.
Zeus is gonna be fully flashed. He's standing in the open. Simple flicks downwards for another op shot. Electronic finding a rifle kill as well. Does get them a man advantage. Simple looks to double it down, but Happy's got something to say. Happy's gonna wrap around towards Heaven. This actually leaves Scream on his own for a little longer. CT start to push in. He misses the first shot, still gets the kill, but it's traded back by Electronic, and Happy at a distance with the CZ.
Look at this ramp progression from Flamey. He's gonna find XMS sleeping.
And on top of Envy, once they decide to make their move, and they've done so, towards that ramp they go. Right into the lying weights of Simple. Headshot to Sixer, no scope to RPK, and another! Again and again. It is just Happy left, nowhere to be found, no bomb, no chance, as NaVi with double digits are bouncing right back. Okay. Simple peeks up from Secret as the rest of his teammates deal damage. Scream with a headshot towards Flamey actually cracks open the ramp, so two players are gonna start pushing their way downwards, but the bomb is the problem. Oh, another problem is the fact that Scream's caught with no gun in hand. And XMS wasn't out yet, so he can't trade. Luckily, Sixer finds footing on the op. Edward responds back with a kill to RPK, so sure enough, it's a 3v2. Still NaVi at an advantage, but Sixer in a position to take that aback. Smoke at his feet now leaves him to clutch because his teammate's gone. And so are their chances in the round, all tied up at 13 apiece. NaVi.
Good land. It looks like they want to cascade into the top side.
Zeus could be caught in the open, though he is yet again. There's two frags. XMS and RPK, they've contested the A site, but they can't get past Simple, not yet. He's got a teammate with him here, and the flashbang's on point. The bomb's on the ground. The corpses may be about to join it. Yes, XMS, EnVy, where they just come out of nowhere. They explode in a very fast pace with only pistols, and they somehow make it work. He loves to go for the peaks. And the thing is that he tends to win them. But here comes Electronic, finding impact, then Simple skewers Sixer. 5 versus 3 now, and 2 players, they're stuck stagnant outside. Happy's finding some impact. He's caught Zeus, and Happy finds another. Single-handedly opening the A site, calling for his teammates to leave. Simple guns him down. Electronic trades back with XMS, and here we have it. And with a smoke grenade, oh, Simple straight through it. The timing's all he needs. Gets his way down vent. Now EnVyUs, they're gonna actually explode into the A site, but they make contact versus Edward, and he stops too. Sure enough, XMS finding Zeus, and then another frag, but it's Simple still standing, and Electronic as well chimes in. Sixer to clutch on a full bar. 1 versus 2 now, and they're on completely opposite sides until, of course, Electronic doubles back. They will play together. Actually got himself into quite the interesting spot. He's gonna take the duels. He sprays and he's not gonna find it. It's NaVi with OT at the very, very least. And we saw EnVyUs not opt to try and charge through it. Oh, and now Flamey gives him one right back. Off of the pluming smoke, he pops the noggin of Scream, finding the 5 versus 4, denying that gun as well for at least a moment, but RPK still gets his hands on it, and then he finds Simple. Flamey's able to trade though. They didn't expect RPK to be there. Simple caught off guard. Flamey, however, he could be the nail in the coffin. He's got 3 and 4. Bomb hits the floor, and Sixer now left over in what would be a 2-0 series from NaVi, upsetting versus EnVy on their map, and an ace to close it out. NaVi, your first grand finalists here at DreamHack Winter 2017. They invited Gambit to join them.